Yo, 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 how you all doing? So, I want to talk about why you should always have a curious mindset. So, the reason why I want to talk about this is because the reason why a lot of some people are successful than other people is because they have a curious mindset. They're curious to learn, they're curious to observe. For example, right, how I learn things is by being curious. That's how I actually learn a lot of things. Like, for example, how I got into, let's say, photography, right? I was actually curious of learning how a camera works. I was curious how people take photos. Or, for example, when I want to learn how to talk in front of the camera, I was curious how I wanted to get started talking in front of the camera. Even when I started making YouTube videos, I was just curious how a lot of YouTubers make videos. I was curious how a lot of filmmakers make videos. Because these days, people don't go with the mindset of being curious. In fact, a lot of successful people always have a curious mindset. Because the reason why some people are not successful is because they're not curious to learn. For example, you click on this video because you're curious to learn about, I don't know, about this channel. I don't know if you do, but I don't give a fuck about this channel because this channel just me ranting about random shit. Because I just want to fuck off. But what I'm saying is that the best investment you can always do is self-educate. Because a lot of successful business people, they always invest in themselves. They always educate themselves. Always self-educate all the time. Because the problem with, like, let's say the school system is they talk about, like, schools, school is they give you formal learning education, but they don't teach you how to actually self-educate. And the best way to get better at self-educating is being curious. For example, being curious how things work. Because that's how you learn. The only way you learn is by being curious. In fact, that's how I learned a lot of things, because I was just curious how things work. I was curious how rich people make money. I was curious how the world works. That's the reason why you don't fucking learn. You don't learn because you're not curious about learning. Why do you think you meet those 40-year-old old fuck cunts or these 50-year-old fuck cunts who hasn't made any progress in their own life? Because they don't learn. When you stop learning, you stop growing. And to learn, you gotta be curious. Always curious how I make these videos. Ask questions. The best way to learn is ask questions. Actually, asking questions is actually the best way to learn. Just ask dumb questions. Ask people, how do you make your money? Ask questions on the lines of how do you got a big social media following if you talk to a content creator. Ask questions on the lines of how do you get inject. Ask questions like, why are you so fit? That's the only way you learn. You learn by being curious. Because the more curious you are, the more opportunities you get. Because when you show you're interested in something, people be open. Open, and then at the same time, it gives an indication that you want to learn, and you're willing to try new things. That's the only best way you get to learn, bro. By just being curious, by showcasing what you can do. And that's why I actually want to talk about it. It's being curious how things work. Be curious how people do their things. Be curious about how they made this book. I know it's a stupid example. Or be curious how the phone got invented. How did Steve Jobs came up with the fucking iPhone? You don't have to go full deep down, but it's always good to have a learning mindset. Because the more you have a learning mindset, the more you'll grow in life. And the more successful you'll be. Because the time when you stop learning, it's when you stop growing. So keep learning. Always keep learning, bro. Always have a curious mindset. I know I said the same shit in my last video, but you know what? Fuck it. Sometimes I have to repeat the same shit. Because I get you guys, to learn. Because I don't care. This channel is fucking... I don't give a shit about this channel, bro. This channel, I can fucking upload every day on this channel. I just don't give a shit. It's kind of funny because I remember a few days ago, one guy commented on the video of like, oh, how can you still upload? Because this channel's fucking easy to upload. It doesn't take effort. This channel does not take fucking effort to upload, bro. I literally just record on the webcam and just fucking rant about shit. And now I'm getting a few traction on it. It's just funny. Like, I mean, like, there's one comment like a few days ago. Oh, how can you still upload consistently even though you get 0 views? Because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I make this channel to get better talking in front of the camera, to get better articulate my words. That's why I make this channel. I make this channel because every time I post on this channel, I'm improving my skill talking in front of the camera. That's why I post on this channel. Because if I didn't post on this channel, I wouldn't be good at talking in front of the camera. That's why I'm able to do it. And it's easy. Because I would rather make something and share something to the world than doing fuck all. Because people like to do fuck all. Most people are fucking lazy. Most people can't even do the bare minimum. Do you know why most people can't do the bare minimum? Because they're fucking lazy. I know I'm ranting off here. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't take effort to do something. It doesn't take effort to make content. And to get better at that is you just gotta be curious. The best way to learn things is just be curious with your stuff. I know I just kind of rant off here, bro, but I don't care, bro. I don't know what the fuck's this whole point of this dumb channel. I don't know if people even watch this video. I don't know why people even watch this channel, but at the same time, I'm only watching it because I'm only making this video just to get better talking in front of the camera. Or just to articulate my thoughts and my feelings. Because, yeah, I'm good. I'm used to talking to myself at this point now. That's what I want to say. If you want to be successful, have a curious mindset. Always be willing to learn. Because if you have a learning mindset, you'll make it. The time when you stop learning, the time when you stop growing, and the time where you're gonna fall behind. You know, everyone always talks about on the lines like, "Oh, I feel behind in life." The reason why you feel behind is because you stop learning. You stop learning. That's why you feel fucking behind. It's like when you meet those 35-year-old guys on the internet. It's like, oh yeah, I feel behind my life. Yeah, I feel fucking depressed and shit. Yeah, because all they fucking do, they don't do fucking anything. They don't learn. They do the same fucking shit. That's why they fucking feel behind, because they're a fucking loser. They're a fucking idiot. I know I'm ranting off here, bro. I know I might sound like a dickhead talking about it. Like, that's the reason why they stop. Yeah, that's why they make those videos like, oh, I feel behind and they want to play the victim. If you feel behind, then you do something about it. It's just common sense, right? It's just common sense. If you need to find something, if you want to make your life better, you got to fucking take action, do something. No one's not going to come and save you. You know, everyone always waiting for like a free handout. There's no such thing as a free handout. No one's not going to give you a free handout. No one's going to come and save you. You got to save yourself, bro. And the way to do that is that you got to have a curious mindset. You have to keep learning. Because the more you keep learning, you'll get there. So, like and subscribe. Follow for more. I don't know who's watching this channel. Write down a comment if you watch towards the end. Comment banana. Because then I'll know who actually watched towards the end. Because I know who the real OGs. Comment banana. If you don't comment banana, then, well, your attention span is too shit to watch this whole video. Or maybe I'll just suck at talking in front of the camera. Maybe I'll rant off too much. That's why someone just clicked off. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. Happy days. See ya. Bye.